Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. We start off with your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. One of the largest music festivals was put on pause over the weekend after a false report of gunfire. The Lovers and Friends Music Festival had more than 50 performers slated and thousands in attendance. The festival posted a digital sign shortly after 10 p.m. Saturday night saying there was a security incident and authorities were investigating. Just before midnight, the festival tweeted that it was a false alarm and that the festival would continue. Metro saying there was no evidence of a shooting at the time. 3 people were hospitalized with minor injuries after the initial report caused panic, with many rushing towards the stage. And 7 people were hospitalized following a suspected DUI crash in Summerlin Sunday morning. Metro said the injuries are not serious after a 2-car crash happened at the intersection of Greenmore Lane and Pavilion Center Drive. One of the drivers was suspected of being impaired, but additional details have not yet been released. Authorities tell us it's a crime that typically happens at night and is rarely observed by witnesses. It's known as copper theft. Review-Journal's James Schaefer has more on the damage this crime is causing the city's infrastructure. James?
Renee, officials are telling us that they are seeing an upward spike of copper theft in the valley, and recent crimes are expected to cost the city hundreds of thousands of dollars. Police told us that deterring metal thieves is difficult because often small-time criminals who steal small amounts means lighter punishments when prosecuted. And examples of these kinds of thefts came when dozens of streetlights went out along Charleston and Boulder highways.
Some vandals slash thieves got in there and took out the infrastructure that's associated with about 50 lights. And right now we're in the process of fixing the damage and repairing the system.
Clark County officials were able to identify about 50 locations where wire theft has occurred, saying that once all is said and done, replacement would cost approximately $300,000. Renee?
In more top stories, a shooting in northeast Las Vegas leaves 1 person dead. 22-year-old Vladimir Porat was arrested and booked on murder after police believe he opened fire over a property dispute. Officers were called to the 1400 block of North Christie Lane Saturday morning. 2 men were taken to UMC with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. A 3rd man was taken to North Vista Hospital where he later died. And more than 2,000 Nevadans gathered at Sunset Park over the weekend to call on federal lawmakers to act with urgency to protect the right to obtain an abortion. This comes a week after a leaked draft opinion by 5 Supreme Court justices was publicly released to potentially overturn Roe v. Wade and impacting women's rights.
We're here basically sending a message that if you can't access abortion in your states, Nevada is one of them that you can come to. Also, though, we want to make sure that folks know that Roe v. Wade unfortunately might be taken down because of the Supreme Court. And so basically what we're saying is, hey, we are pro-abortion unapologetically. We're here and we're going to support folks across the nation if they want to receive access to abortion.
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, the failed Ferris Wheel project site located across the Mandalay Bay is up for sale once again. The 26-acre lot includes the land with Skyview, a never-finished observation wheel project that for years has been 2 giant concrete columns. The listing price is for $7 million an acre, or $182 million total. The site has been up for sale before. Originally, it was envisioned to have a 500-foot tall observation wheel and roller coaster and retail space that began in 2011, but ran into financial problems in 2012 and was never completed. In your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Here's a look at last night's total lunar eclipse, although cloud coverage made it tough for many to get a clear view. This is the first lunar eclipse of the year, with the next one expected in November. And now a look at today's weather forecast. Hot with a slight breeze is forecasted for the Las Vegas Valley this Monday. Today's highs reaching about 100 degrees with wind gusts coming from the southeast today at about 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies, lows around 72 degrees. For the rest of the week, winds will pick up on Tuesday to about 24 miles per hour in parts of the valley, but hot temperatures will remain. We'll stay in the upper 90s, low 100s all week long. A slight dip in temperature on Friday to the upper 80s. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Visit Laughlin, an easygoing getaway filled with good food, good people, and good times on the river. Graduation season is here. More than 3,000 UNLV students officially joined the ranks of Rebel alumni over the weekend. This is the first spring graduation ceremonies returning to campus since 2019. And the Las Vegas Days Festival brought hundreds to Centennial Plaza after the annual downtown parade. Crowds watched as local performers, floats, and a car show took place. The event celebrates the city's western roots back to 1905, which marks the beginning of Las Vegas.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The Las Vegas Aviators defeated the Salt Lake Bees 12-7 Sunday, splitting the series and putting Las Vegas in sole possession of first place in the West Division. Starting May 31st, a robot umpire system will be implemented at Las Vegas Ballpark using a sensor above home plate to detect the location of a pitch using cameras placed above the diamond. That data will then be relayed to a device that will tell the umpire to call a ball or a strike. The Aviators will take on the Sacramento River Cats in the system's debut. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Mattress Mac bet a total of $4 million to win $42 million Friday on the Houston Astros to win the World Series. He made a $3 million wager on the Caesar Sportsbook app at 10-1 odds and a $1 million wager at WinBet at 12-1 odds. If the Astros win it all this year, Mac would net the largest win ever on a legal sports bet. He previously lost $4 million in wagers on the Astros to win the 2021 World Series.
In your entertainment news, the Billboard Awards returned to the MGM Grand last night for the first time since 2019. Performers from Machine Gun Kelly and Travis Scott were a hit, and big winners from last night included Olivia Rodrigo taking home 7 awards and Drake taking home Top Artist. Vegas headliners Silk Sonic walked away with Top R&B Song, while Tao Hospitality Group headliner Illenium won his first award ever for Top Dance Electronic Album. In your health news, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital, we're here for you when you need us. 7 Southern Nevada schools broke records as part of the Kids Heart Challenge. The American Heart Association's annual challenge is to help students learn healthy lifestyle habits, along with raising funds to help kids with special hearts. Kenneth Divage Elementary School in Las Vegas ranked #1 in the nation for most completed challenges and raised more than $40,000, the highest ever raised for any CCSD school. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.